want to talk about? What you want to talk
Let's
about?
talk. Let's talk a little bit. Do some talky time.
So I just did that stupid voice, and I don't know where it came from, but it reminded me of like Italian stuff. And you got the Italian stallion tattoo.
Oh yeah, dude, that's my family.
Well, and
That's how
you're
my
from New
family talks.
York, so can you like give me some inside, like what is it like being like an Italian from New York?
Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
No, but I know
I,
I need to
I I
watch it.
don't think it's much like that. I've never seen it either though. I don't think it's much like that.
Wait,
You ever
how have
watched?
you never seen The Sopranos? You're like the movie
I've
TV guy.
I've never watched it through and through. My parents used to watch it when I was a kid, but I never watched it through and through. No, dude, just imagine a lot of fun, a lot of family, a lot of inappropriate jokes. Uh, but just a lot of good times. You know, a lot of people that you care about every day, even though you can't stand them, but you love them. And yeah, a lot of fist pumping if you are on the Jersey Shore. Exactly.
I came across a video, maybe it was on TikTok or something, but no, it was definitely on Instagram because I sent it to Morgan. But it was like an old video that someone took on like a razor or something from like that
A
era of
Motorola
Jersey Shore.
Razor.
Yeah, so like a Jersey Shore era phone. I don't even know where we were back then, but we weren't at iPhones yet, I don't think. But anyways, it was them walking out of a club and it was like paparazzi was everywhere and they had like security making a path for them and it was nuts, dude. Jersey Shore was pretty huge in high school.
That's who um in Vegas there is DJ Pauly D does his DJ set. And if we ever make it back to Vegas, that is who I want to go and see. Because I have a GTL shirt now. So,
So is GT okay. I never watched Jersey Shore.
oh, it's Jim Tan Laundry. Yeah, the things I don't tan and I don't go to the gym, but boy, God, do I have a lot of laundry I gotta do. Let me tell you.
Okay.
He performs the Hakkasan.
What's that? I don't know shit, dude.
He performs at every club in Vegas. Yeah, Omnia, dude, Omnia sucks. Um,
Do you like going to nightclubs like the kind you see in action movies where bad shit happens to people?
no, no, dude. Every nightclub I've ever been to, I've hated the whole entire experience. Let me tell you, single Peter back in the day. This is summer of so this is when Lexi thought I was married. Summer of 2018. To be fair, there was this girl that we were pretending to be married. While we were
The
in
story
Vegas.
gets better and better, and you
Yeah,
haven't even really
we
started.
were pretending to be married while we were in Vegas because her and I learned quickly that if you out in Arizona and when we were in New York because we went to New York too. Anyway, we learned to be her and I used to be yeah, we used to be friends and we learned that if you pretend to be engaged, people will buy you drinks.
Dude,
So,
if we ever make it back to Vegas, we should do that.
yeah, and if you but
Not
yeah,
with
at a
each other,
nightclub they
but
won't. And so three drinks at a nightclub in Vegas will cost you around $150.
frick that, dude.
You can't breathe in there. Everybody's on top of each other. It's miserable, dude. It's a miserable experience.
And you got to be a good dancer and like confident in,
Oh,
being in public doing that and like
buddy,
not
buddy, let me
me.
let me tell you something. I Just because I hated going to nightclubs does not mean you would when back in the day you would see your boy in a club or a like crazy bar every Friday and Saturday night. No matter what, I was whether Mill Avenue, Scottsdale, Westgate, you going to Vegas, going to San Diego. I was at the club or at the bar um regularly.
What was your favorite like club song? Did you have one?
Oh, well, obviously, we speak no Americano. Bump on Americano, bump bump a bump 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 a bump 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 a. Satisfaction by Benny Biassi is a good one. But then you go to a nice bar where they play like some old emo or something like that too, or throw on Africa every once in a while. Yeah, I used to like going to karaoke bars too. There was one out here used to be called Nacho Mamas,
Nice.
and I'd go there every once in a while. Dude, I would even hit up a Native New Yorker, which is like a restaurant chain out here,
Oh yeah.
and spend a whole Friday night just drinking and talking to people there. Old Peter was a menace when it came to going out.
When
Complete
I
menace,
was
dude.
around that time, I was going to line dancing a lot. There's a
Oh,
place here
yep.
called the Stampede, and we would go every Thursday and we drink and then we'd head over to In and Out. Well, we drink and we dance, dude. I'd be there for 3. I knew all the dances and I've forgotten them because I didn't go like it was just a couple of summers. But yeah, dude, some wild nights. We
I
always
got
went
some
to In
decent
and
line
Out right
dancing
afterwards. It
skills.
was amazing.
Yeah,
What was
we
that?
yep, line dancing. You'd catch me at the country bar every once in a while, Denim and Diamonds. Line dancing. I used to, yeah, you take somebody and you flip them around you. I did that a couple times.
Hell yeah.
Shorter girls though, because I'm not that tall, but and then yeah, dude, there used to be what was it? Yeah, and they used to sell I haven't been there. I mean, I call it the trash bar because and you can take that as you will. So I haven't been there since I've been married, but they used to have these phenomenal hot dogs in the parking lot. I remember that.
It sounds like a fucking way better
Dude,
than one of those clubs you were talking about.
I know, I know. Have you seen those clips online of that bar in Europe, that club in Europe that um once a week turns into a professional wrestling club?
No.
Where it's only like WWE theme songs and WWE sets, and it's
Maybe
just
I
people.
have. I've seen didn't they play like Kane song or something?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here I am thinking people are like go-go dancing to Shawn Michaels.
that would be great. That's what we need out here, or just in like anywhere.
Dude, we gotta make it to Vegas.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, but yeah, you won't catch me in a club in Vegas ever again unless it's to see DJ
No.
Pauly D.
All right, dude.
Um,
Well, we're a little late to this party, but
yeah. Well, speaking of Italians in New York families, I guess we could start here because we're not really watching it tonight. When we're filming it, you
oh yeah,
know,
what's going on with Dynamite? You wanted to talk about Full Gear.
Full Gears this weekend, dude, and our guy Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall are now a team, and they're taking on Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, which is crazy to see the fault of Trent Beretta, but um, on the pre-show, I'm just excited for that.
All right.
That's really what I'm most excited for the whole entire night. You're gonna get a championship gauntlet match, so maybe we'll get a surprise in there. I really don't know who they could throw in as a surprise right now, though. That would be like a crazy surprise. They got nobody that Keith Lee maybe could be a good one if they do that
Oh,
for the
dude, have
national
you seen a picture
championship.
of him recently?
No,
I was gonna ask you if his beard got longer. What if he came
uh,
back with like a Gandalf beard, dude?
that'd be great. I just would
I'm
like to see Keith
saying.
Lee back. But I don't know who they could throw in it else they could throw in as a surprise other than we haven't seen Big Bill in a little while. I don't think we haven't seen. I don't know. I'd like to see Enzo in there, but I don't
I'm looking
see
at these matches. First ever AEW national champion. Well, is there anybody that you think could, they just throw a title on? Is there anyone who you could see like
Bobby
that
Lashley.
working with? Okay.
I think Bobby Lashley wins that one. But then you have these stupid matches though too. Like I could care less. Listen, Brody King and Bandito are really really cool, but I hate like it doesn't matter where it is. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's WWE, AEW, TNA. I hate when a tag team is just thrown together and they become the tag team champions. Even like back in the day when it was John Cena and Batista and they became the tag team champions together. The two biggest guys, I hated that.
That's one
And
thing that's always been like WWE's thing, and then when tag team wrestling is focused on like with teams, that's
yeah.
when everyone loves it the most.
Yeah, and who like what's it called when they would make the opponents the tag team champion like Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle? Do you remember when they did that?
Yeah, yeah,
I just always have hated that. So I want nothing more. As much as I love
yeah.
Brody King and Bandito individually and together, they're a good tag team. I just hate that they were thrown together and given the championship so early. So I want FTR to beat them. I think that's a stupid match. I think it's a stupid championship. I also hate. We've talked about this. I hate these $1 million matches that they throws together.
Yeah, who
We
gets the $1 million?
the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander, they win that match. Luchasaurus takes the pinfall, and then the Young Bucks, uh, or it goes one of two ways. Either the Young Bucks become good guys again, and they join Kenny Omega, and they go on to take on the Don Callis family together, or they join the Don Callis family.
All right.
And then you got Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. I mean, if Mark Briscoe loses, he must join the Don Callis family. Um, I could see, I could also see that happening. Mark Briscoe loses, joins the Don Callis family, and helps destroy it from the inside.
Yeah, I think you'd get more mileage out of. I mean, it would just make sense to kind of force the character into like force a baby face into like an even worse situation because then you can just build up sympathy for him, and then
Yeah,
you're just building up the momentum he has as a face.
unless, well, unless you have it that Samoa Joe loses to Hangman. There's no other credible opponents right now for Hangman. Swerve's out, Osprey's out. So I God help me if they put the Death Riders back in that position.
Dude, I'm
Um,
over it. Even this Pac versus Darby Allin, I'm like,
yeah. Um, so I think
but
Kyle Fletcher is the only other option, and you know what? And it plays directly into if Kyle Fletcher loses here, because Kenny Omega or the Young Bucks or something like that end up costing him the match because it's a no disqualification match. Then they go after Hangman. Boom. The Elite is back together. The Elite versus the Don Callis family. That is money.
where do you have that kind of match?
Um,
You know where you have it? You have it at Anarchy in the Arena at the next Double or Nothing.
no, you can't. That would play out. That would have to play out so long. That would be the issue. Because I was thinking that too. I don't want them to have what's the World's End is December's pay per view for them. Probably the next big. So they have people don't talk about it enough, but AEW has a big four pay per view too, right? Because they only have the four pay per views. So probably a Revolution in February is when they have it. Right? Is it? Yeah, Revolution I think is the big one. I have a poster somewhere. Maybe I
Revolution's
can't
usually their big
remember.
ones. Revolution, Double or Nothing, Full Gear, and then All Out.
All out, yeah. Um,
Which pay-per-view do they have in the month of WrestleMania?
Wrestle Dream is April, if I remember right.
What are the odds that they have Wrestle Dream in Las Vegas?
0.
You think so? You don't
I
think
would
they
not be
swoop in for
surprised.
everyone?
I would not be surprised if you don't
Oh, you know
have.
what, dude? I meant that for next year
Oh,
when they're in Saudi
dynasties.
Arabia.
Dynasty. Oh yeah, no. There's no chance that they have. I think that Dynasty is the one that is in April though, not Wrestle Dream. But they what's it called? Yeah, I don't think so. I think that they go back to Vegas for Double or Nothing next year, and maybe they move Double or Nothing up to around that same time, which would be perfect. But WrestleCon is not. Yeah, I don't know, and I think that's where they do WrestleCon. I think that's where they do the collective. Um, but I am hoping because it was around this time last year, around Christmas time, where they announced that Double or Nothing was going to be. Oh no, around Christmas time last year is when they announced they were going to come out to Arizona again in February, which they will. They'll be here in February again, guarantee you. I'll be buying those tickets. You won't catch me at Monday Night Raw on December 1st.
Fuck
Because
no.
yeah, nobody is worth paying that money for anything that well. Ooh, I don't know. It is the Raw after Survivor Series, so I will decide on December 1st if I am going to Monday Night Raw. But if but as of right now, I am not going to Monday Night Raw, but I will be at AEW show in February, and I will be at Double or Nothing if they announce that it's coming back to Arizona. It's supposed to be my cousin's Sweet 16 Memorial Day weekend, and that's usually when they do Double or Nothing too, but she's gonna have more birthdays.
Yeah. People live a
No,
long time.
I might have to go to. I would probably go to New York if it is that weekend. But hopefully they do it the weekend before. They did it the weekend before last year, so
Well, yeah.
we'll see how it
Damn.
goes. Would you
Give me
what?
give me one sec. Lane's trying to get in here.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Anyways.
Mm.
So
What
dude,
so we got Monday Night Raw. That was phenomenal this week.
best Raw of 2025.
You think it was the best one?
Okay, no.
I wouldn't argue that. I,
Uh,
I definitely I definitely could agree that it was not bad.
were there any Raws that were better than that one before WrestleMania?
I don't think that there was one before WrestleMania. No.
All right, then yeah, that was the best Raw of the year. MSG brought
Yeah.
it. John Cena brought it. I didn't like we were talking about it as soon as it happened. I didn't like that the six-man tag match was what it was. Like I get it, but I just thought that when I texted you about it, I said I figured the budget would be a little bit bigger for, the way they're promoting this.
Yeah.
And then Dolph Ziggler shows up. Then Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns show up. And AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. Yeah, I was gonna say there was one more.
My honestly, dude, my favorite the most happy I was the whole time watching that episode was when Maxine Dupree won.
Um, the problem I have with Maxine Dupree winning, well, I guess it's not really a problem, but I don't know who we have. Like I wasn't expecting AJ Lee to come back for this War Games match. So now I don't know what to expect for what's it called?
For Becky.
For Becky.
You don't think Becky will be in the War Games match?
Um
But who does she team with? Have they even announced the women's match?
well she's got to be on the bad guy side. So she'd
Yeah.
be with
So Nia Jax, uh, who's Nia Jax's friend now?
Last Legend and the Kabuki Warriors. But then at that point too, do you like how like they should have announced it on Raw Because what are they going to be
Wait, they
on?
did. Rhea came out and said War Games.
No, she came in and yeah, no. They already announced the women's match, but they didn't announce that AJ Lee was going to be a part of the team. Rhea Ripley just kind of looked at AJ Lee and they looked at each other, and then there was like really no words about it. Um,
Like a WrestleMania point kind of deal.
yeah, so like no, like obviously it's gonna be AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, but it's like what is gonna happen to get us there, I guess, on SmackDown for us to be like, because they're not gonna be like, oh, on Saturday they're not gonna be like, or what's it called? Well, oh no, because it's not this weekend. We still have a week.
Eh,
Never mind. Yeah, we still
you
have a
have it.
week.
Well, dude, let's talk about the GOAT before the episode's over.
Dolph freaking
We talk,
Ziggler, I agree.
dude. Okay, first of all, the Bret Hart selling into the turnbuckle
Yeah,
thing. I could
awesome
replay
match.
that a million times over.
Awesome match.
It was. I think that might have been the best match of Solo Sikoa's career.
Yeah, but
You
you
think?
said oh no, easily the best match of Solo Sikoa's career. Easily the best match of Javon Evans' career so far too with Gunther. Um, but you said the GOAT, so I'm assuming you're talking about Roman Reigns looking hurt.
Oh my God. No, I was talking about John Cena.
John
When when
freaking Cena.
when Lesnar came out and there was one good guy spot left, I was like, man, who could it be? And Roman didn't even cross my mind, dude. And then
Really?
when he came out, because I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about him for whatever reason. And but as soon as he came out, I was like, oh yeah, duh. But then I was like, ah, but I don't feel like shocked because I think Roman has moved into that part-time role that everyone bitched at Lesnar about doing,
Hmm.
when we were youngins.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm not mad at him for it or anything, but I don't know. I should have seen it coming,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't know. But no, the goat I was talking about was John Cena. Yes.
Um, cool. That was a fun match to start off the night with Sheamus and Rey Mysterio. Really cool move by Sheamus to. I don't think that was planned for when they were going to do the five knuckle shuffle and Cena not to be in the middle of it. I don't. I honestly don't think that was planned. I think Sheamus is like, wait a minute, you go here, I'll go there. Um, but it was a really good match. I'm excited. I'm upset. You know, we were talking about how Dom and Rey Mysterio for his last hurrah would have been great in San Diego. But Zena's second to last match is going to be losing to Dominic Mysterio, I think.
Man, I just wonder where the if that happens, do the Judgment Day interfere at all with his last match?
Yeah.
So so does that mean you're turning Gunther face?
Oh no, sorry. They Judgment Day gets involved, that helps Dominic Mysterio win this match. But no, I think John Cena and Gunther is the last match. I don't think anybody gets involved. I think it's a clean win. I think you go. Well, I don't know because you could go for. You cannot have John Cena tap out in his last match.
No, you can't, dude, because it's never give up. Oh my God, dude, my heart just broke.
You cannot have John Cena
Oh,
tap out in his
dude.
last match,
Yes, they
but
can.
they totally are
They
going to.
can.
They
Oh
totally are
no.
gonna have John Cena tap out in his last match. Um,
What
and
if,
he's gonna
okay,
be like,
what would
"This
be
time I
worse
gave
if,
up."
what, no, he can't cut a promo after. He's like, oh my God. I'm thinking a friend of the podcast, Austin Ferris, right now in this moment and what he would do. Has Cena ever tapped?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't remember it, so it's still, oh, dude, that would be the Flair HBK moment that I was talking about the other day. Dude, the amount of heat Gunther
Has
would
Cena
get.
ever? Hold on.
You got 3 minutes to figure it out. While he looks that up, everyone, just a reminder, Gamecraft Brewery on Saturday. I'll be there. We're doing like a quick documentary kind of thing of the night. Hopefully talking to some of the wrestlers. Would love to talk to you guys. So I'll be wearing the shirt. Come hang out at Gamecraft Brewery. And yeah. The Jeopardy
He's
music
tapped
isn't
out to
free, so
he's tapped out to he has not tapped out ever since he was this John. Like he hasn't tapped out. No, he hasn't.
was he still the
Um,
prototype?
he lost by. It doesn't look like. Yeah, he lost Jericho, Benoit, Kurt Angle twice. So not since at least not since 2007.
Damn. You can
Oh,
see,
2014 he tapped out to is when he tapped out to Jericho.
but you know what? It wouldn't
No,
even
it
matter.
wasn't. It was when he was a yeah, so he hasn't tapped out since at least 2007.
Even if he had tapped out like at WrestleMania or something, or like against Austin Theory, if it's all about, I think, how he taps out. Like if Gunther is like just annihilating him versus, he's got him in a leg lock and it's, is he gonna tap? Is he gonna tap? Oh, he
Yeah.
tapped. Like it's gotta be, he's gotta bleed. He's not going to, but make him bleed. Get that visual and like put him out like a dog. Like a dog.
Dude, I
How's
am
that
so
for
sad
Randy
realizing
Orton?
that.
Oh, dude, I didn't mean to bring it down.
No, I mean it's what's gonna happen.
Wah, wah, wah.
We didn't even talk about Shane McMahon.
They didn't either.
They didn't either. What else was there to say? All right, everybody, go watch Dream Slam this weekend. Watch Full Gear. Watch John Cena's The Marine. And follow us everywhere. HITFPOD.
Just two dudes talking wrestling.
Two dudes talking wrestling.